You shouting, you sweating out your hair, you're breaking your heels. Folks got makeup all on your good clothes. Sometimes. And you go home, and as soon as you go home and you get out of the spirit, you either back worrying, you're back gossiping, you're back doing all the stuff you were doing. Come on, somebody. But somebody say it's over. It's over. Somebody say it's over. It's over. It can really be over. It can really be over. All it takes is a made-up man. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. Now I want you to put that thing before God. That thing that won't let you sleep at night. That thing that get up with you and go to bed with you. Everybody got one. Everybody, I'm happy. They call my job. I always tell them it's a great and wonderful day at American Day. How you doing? I'm wonderful. I don't care if the devil have a time, but I'm still wonderful. I'm speaking that thing. You got to speak. This is a speaking way. The Bible said you shall have
what you say.
What you say. Can I tell you something? We don't watch what we say. Our pastor was preaching about that tongue the other night. You wake up, you say, oh, I got a headache. Yeah, you got it. It's yours. Oh, man. I had a bad day. Yep, sure did. Oh, man. These kids are going to work me to death. Yes, they are. Y'all don't like that, but it's true. Turn around and say, this is the best day of my life. This is my beautiful day. You ain't say it once. It's got to be a continuous. You know what? I think I got one of the best marriages in the world. Why do you say that? Because me and my husband, we've been married the 8th for 17 years. Don't sit there long done. I shouted at my wedding. I know what they said. They said, bride, what you gonna do? I shouted. I had on a beautiful dress. I had one lady told me when I got married, and told me, she said, we thought you were going to come down the aisle in a little dress. I said, no. But I had on a very expensive dress. I didn't buy it, I read it back then, you know, I was like, hey. And I had me a hat made with my veil. And my son marched me down the aisle. And when he said, when our pastor was bearing up, can I tell you why I could shout? Because I hadn't been in the bed in the night. I've been married for 18 years before. But I tell you, women stop hopping in the bed. That's right. Hopping in the bed. I didn't know what it looked like when I'm married. But can I tell you this? I'm well pleased. We live in a house together. And if I'm lying, you holler out and you tell me, you point your finger at me. We don't fuss. Teach it. We don't fight. When we don't agree, we talk about it. The only time we have a little bit of a little crispy, and it ain't my fault. Because I think he drives slow. And I'm always trying to tell him how to drive. And he needs to get on my case. Because if I want to drive, why don't I drive? Right? You want to tell me? Why don't you drive? Amen. Come on, somebody. Teach it. And one thing you got to know, the devil won't marriages. Because he said David and Saul killed 1,000. And David 10,000. Can you imagine what 2 people that love God with the incorruptible seed working in their life? And that's why the devil is trying to destroy your marriage. And for y'all that want to be married, men and women, it ain't your look, because I ain't pretty, baby. Because John had a play sister. And they couldn't understand. John getting married? I can't even So she was on the phone. She said, what is it? Is she pretty? John said, no. That didn't hurt me. Because guess what? If I wasn't, I thought it was cute. You know what? It is what it is. But what I'm saying, I wasn't into looks and all that stuff. I knew God was giving me a good thing. I knew, you know what? He told me something. I tell it everywhere I go. When you got yourself something, my husband told me, he said, one thing I've never done and one that I'm not going to do. Now that's what he told me. He said, I ain't never went with another man's wife. He said, I ain't going to sleep with you before I marry you.
Yeah.
He told me that. But some y'all so fool think if you don't get in the bed with him. That incorruptible seed, if you work it, it'll keep you out of the bed.
That's right.
That incorruptible seed. We think lying, not cheating, we ain't supposed to do that. There's 3 stages in our life as Christians. We bathe, and then we become carnal. And we go from bathe, and we don't get what we need. I heard a preacher say something, and it really got my attention. He said that we're in the shape we're in now because when we were in our bathe stage, you all can sit down. Just say that. When you're in your bathe stage, if you don't get rid of that elementary stuff that you should have gotten rid of in your bathe stage, you become carnal and you become stunted. But if you can get rid of that bathe stage, in that bathe stage, get rid of that mess, all that little garbage, that little, I don't like cars, all that old crazy stuff. I call it crazy stuff. If you get rid of that stuff, you can go into being spiritual. And it's the spiritual folks that raise the dead. It's the spiritual folks that speak in tongues and things happen. Come on, somebody.